Hemlock.
Chris
I
don't know
don't
Terra.
about that. Terran's
the-
more like Texas,
Sheesh,
actually.
there always seems to be a lot of police around when you don't need them.
Ah,
Oh,
That's a good
nice! Hell
Sonic
yeah!
quote. Yeah.
for some reason,
Okay,
I thought
so
that was the movie Bob's voice.
last week, it's been a month. It's been a month. It's been a
Yeah, it's
hot
been a
minute.
Wow, I
month.
can't believe we just crashed at Sylvana's place for a month. No, wait.
Right.
No,
Sylvana,
we're
not.
not Yeah, we are. Yeah,
Okay.
Sylvanas, yeah.
So, all right. Recap then. What last we left off?
Please recap because I didn't hear all of it.
Yeah. So last we left off, you ventured towards the scrap heap, in search of the clock that Prince Gerwig lost and subsequently banned everybody in the building for not knowing where it was. You ventured forth. You found the place. You found a guy who was just who seemed to have it because you could tell by the potion that let you see Gerwig's desires. And you got the clock. Felina traded in her knives for it. You got it. You came back to Terrebone and you presented it to him, but he said no. He wanted a watch, not a clock. And that was when Angelo tried to make a little bit of a show of force, spooked the prince a bit, and the prince demanded that he be arrested and detained. Felina, hoping to be able to get back into the city by doing so, had Angelo play along with her and pretended to knock him out, and then Gerwig ordered his execution.
Pretended to kill him, not.
Yeah, and
She
yes,
did knock
I'm
him
getting
out.
to it. I'm getting
Oh,
to it.
sorry.
Then Gerwig ordered his execution, so Felina pretended to kill him, and but then Gerwig thought, okay, Felina's definitely a real one. I'm gonna trust her with getting all my shit. So told her to do that, and then ran away. So you were left outside Terrebonne with an unconscious Angela.
Crying.
And then that was when one of Gerwig's guardsmen came up to you and asked to speak to you in private. You met later at the downsized Confederate outpost, where he explained to you that Prince Gerwig has a deep form of schizophrenia that is enhanced by a curse of delusion that causes his beliefs to seep into reality, and that you should come meet with him again outside the city. So you went to go meet with him, and then found that he had been fired after trying to tell the prince of trying to convince the prince of some things, and during which the prince learned that Angelo was alive and believed that Angelo had cheated death, and thus because Angelo is a criminal, this means that criminals are immortal, and so he decided to walk into a prison and turn himself in and become a criminal, and then evacuated the whole prison, which caused a lot of chaos, which you learned when you ran into Sylvana that morning, who you could tell by the potion of showing Gerwig's desires was completely dark, off of his radar completely. She's out of sight, out of mind for him, and that even extended to that extended to sometimes the people she touched, and so you got a potion made from Zuno, the potion maker, that would allow you to stay under Sylvana's Gerwig cloak, so long as you were within like a 15-foot radius of her. And with that, you got into the city. She took you to one of her like hole-in-the-wall hideouts that she uses, having told you about having worked to quell the riot, not having gotten sleep. She's quite exhausted, but doesn't really care about sleep, because that's just how she is. And that's basically where we left off. She wants to She wants to go make sure that there's not more chaos and violent crime happening in that area. But you were more focused on solving the Gerwick problem, and you were debating amongst yourselves whether it would be better to just try and go into the prison right now directly and confront him, or do some sort of detective work around Terrebonne and see if you can dig up more info on on Gerwig's deal. And that was where we left off. So you're in Sylvana's hideout. I forget who was arguing what, but
so do I.
I think Felina wanted to look
Yeah.
into the guy, and Angelo brought the idea up of just going to the prison.
Yeah, that sounds in character.
So yeah, that's where we left off. Sylvana is at the back of her hole in the wall, getting some stuff. So we'll pick up there.
What was Hero's perspective on the matter?
I'm not sure.
I don't remember what he
I
was
don't think he.
I mean,
I don't think he
what
voiced
are
one.
you deciding Hero's perspective on the matter
Yeah.
was?
Do you want to go to the prison or do you want to do some investigation?
Oh no, this is a Walking Dead situation.
There's also
mean,
the
it's
third
not
option of
because-
whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you could think out of the box on this one, and I don't know what the out of the box be, because it's either investigate or think, or maybe the third option is maybe we should just leave.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Off we go.
you know, we don't need to live it being Terrebonne. Like, why are we here? Oh wait, Felina.
Why don't we just gaslight him into believing that Felina was never banned?
I mean,
Oh,
you
wow,
managed
I
to
guess
gaslight him into thinking that prisoners can't die, so...
If his beliefs do become true, maybe we shouldn't win through any other means but convincing him of what we want.
Oh, yeah, the talk down option. Yeah, that's good.
All right, so we pick up.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
just sitting around. I don't know how to open on this scene. It has been a month, but yeah, I think Angelo is just kind of like sitting around, just kind of like impatiently tapping his foot. You know, we're going to be tied to that girl you don't like until we have this sorted. So why not just go
That
right
girl
to the
no
source?
one likes.
Hey,
no,
now.
I think she's fine.
You don't
I'm
care.
like, I'm
No, I
honestly
get
kind of
it.
impressed by her. Like, how old did you say she was?
I don't know,
8.
like 6 or something.
Huh?
You got beaten by a 6-year-old?
No, okay.
She's a pretty big 6.
I mean, yeah, she's like probably younger than me, and she's already a vigilante. That's actually kind of cool. Oh God, shows how late I am being my stuff. Oh God,
You could
Oh,
learn more
God.
from her.
oh God.
Hero having a
Hero is-
breakdown. Damn, I only started my career at 18.
Looking at his reflection in a glass and then throwing it against the floor.
He's 19, Snake. He's 19.
Oh wow, you're an old man. You're so
No,
much
oh,
older
God,
than
God,
us.
you're so fucking old.
No, I
That's
thought we
sad.
all were. I thought we all were like. Wait, were we
No,
all like,
I'm a youthful, vibrant 18 years old hero.
I thought you were gonna. You're gonna. So Hero's birthday was like a month or so before the game started,
Okay.
and
So you've been an old man for a month.
Listen,
yeah.
my point.
Wait, is it Felina turning 19 this year? This in-game year?
No one knows the future, hero.
But yeah, Hero is. No, he's slumping down, realizing he's like, oh God, even my parents started out heroics earlier than me.
If that
You
man's
see,
beliefs come
no,
true,
let
perhaps
this-
we should just change his beliefs.
Yeah, that makes sense. If we just delude him into thinking we have like a lot of money or something, then like we'll be set.
Well, I was
Okay,
going
I
to
mean,
just go with
money.
getting us unbanned, but
That too.
do
But you know, when you have a good thing going, why stop?
still
That's
it is a
ultimately
rather
a-
volatile situation. He is clearly quite dangerous.
Oh yeah, we definitely don't need, to convince him of unintended consequences, and Felina just sort of glances at Hero. Yeah, seems like kind of a likely situation.
But is it right to change a whole town by changing his mind? We could wind up doing so much damage.
It'll be his fault if he hadn't had the powers, or the curse. Like, it's his fault for having the curse in the first place. If there are any unintended consequences, when you think about it.
I don't think that's quite true. But
okay, what if after we've convinced him that we're really rich, what if we then convinced him that he doesn't have a curse and
that seems like a good solution.
There's a logic there.
But,
while they're debating, Hero is actually gonna, Hero didn't get much with Sylvana. He's gonna ask her some things, Neo.
All right, yeah. Well, she's busy. She's when you look over at her, she's she was just in like a sort of like, black cloth, outfit, sort of sleeveless because of the summertime, I guess. And she's putting on, but once you look over to her, she's actually putting on like light, like metal armor, like vesting, and like gauntlets and shit.
Whoa, expecting a fight?
Shooting Albanians today.
She looks at you and just says,
yeah, she's good at
always.
Starting those.
Oh,
God, she's so
yeah,
cringe.
no. As she said
so
that,
cringe.
Hero kind of turns around. Hero kind of turns around, and his mind just goes, "Oh God, that's cool."
He's having a Vegeta Broly moment.
No, it does. So, just a question. So, you're a vigilante, right? How long have you been one, actually? How old were you again? Like 16 or something? So,
huh?
wait. So let me guess. Wait, how long did you say you were a vigilante? How long have you been at it? How many villains have you taken down? Oh,
I don't
actually,
keep count.
Oh God, that many?
How many push-ups do you do? How many sit-ups? What kind of juice do you drink?
So do you like take back their still good and bring back to the people like Hood Robin? Why did I say Hood Robin?
Robin.
Okay, that's canon now.
If they have it on them. And she sort of straps on like leg gauntlets as well, like so the knee guards.
Oh, okay. So wait, look at you. Okay, you're a fighter, right? You're some I was gonna peg you for someone clearly quick and nimble, like Felina over there, but like faster. But maybe you still are. You're definitely. Maybe you're clearly still You're clearly still sturdier. He bonks. He like taps on the armor. So what? Do you use weapons or something? Or maybe you use magic. Actually, no. You don't seem like a magic user unless you're like, oh my God, you use heavy armor and magic at the same time. Oh my God.
Are you
Felina's
hoping
just
to gain
watching
something
this
from
next
this?
to Angelo and is just like,
No,
oh my God,
I'm
he's
just
cringier
curious.
than I thought.
Yeah, I'm just curious. I kind of always wanted to be one to help people, but I'm just curious.
He's
curious
passionate and wants to learn. What's wrong with that?
He's an eager beaver.
I mean, it's kind of hypnotic to watch.
Yeah, that's kind of it. I'm just curious if you maybe have some tips and just curious.
Perhaps I should convince the prince I'm Hood Robin.
Felina walks up to Hero
John
as he's pestering Felina and trying to get advice, and just sort of pats him on the back. Hero, look, she's been doing this since she was like, a crybaby kid boo-hoo, my home got destroyed. She's got the tragic backstory. She's younger than you.
She just suddenly says, "Watch it."
Yeah,
looking at you.
Watching.
Hey.
Yeah,
Like
I'm
with
watching.
a glare, shooting Felina a glare.
Angelo,
you've been
Angelo,
doing this
Angelo,
for
like
years.
hearing that comment, just goes, "We need not remind you of how much you were blubbering yesterday, having been kicked out of here."
You watch it. And my point being, look, she's younger than you. She already has years of experience. You seem to think she's cooler than you. So that's my point being, You've already failed to be as good at being an adventuring hero as her. So why bother? Why try? You can never catch up. It's too late. You should just give up now.
Wait,
I
Give
don't.
up?
I fail to
No.
understand the logic of that one bit.
give up. He turns around to Felina. Just give up. No, Felina. Felina, I may be not have started my adventure as a young teenager. In fact, I may have just started it when I was a mere 19-year-old. But
I'm
giving
all for
up? No, that's not something heroes do.
That isn't something heroes do.
So did you want to dig up information on this prince, or did you want to storm the prison?
Huh?
I wanted to storm the prison, but honestly, but once we're there, this is probably going to be a battle of wits rather than one of blades.
Oh, well, hero's useless then.
Hey, it's not
No,
like
no, no.
your
His power,
Your-
his relentless approach just then proves that he might be a valuable ally in such a situation. He can just hit the prince with question after question.
True, he can just
But-
like brute force the conversation. Who needs charisma when you have?
But it's not. Hey, at least I'm better at talking than you, who gets banned when you open your mouth.
Felina,
You got banned and you didn't even commit a crime.
Felina,
Yeah.
just a question.
Sure.
Sorry.
Wait, so you admit you
Sorry, let me rewind.
committed a
Let me
crime?
rewind for a thing. 'Cause I said the wrong name. Sylvana,
Yeah.
isn't there anything you might be able to get out of this? If that prince's powers are reality warping, there might be something you might be able to get out of this.
Yeah, you could convince him that you're not such a sad loser.
Yeah. She sighs and just says, "Nothing. Don't want to screw with reality, actually."
Well,
And
the thought Felina just had was that we convince him that he doesn't have the curse and hope it fixes itself.
you plan on doing that without knowing anything about him.
Fair point. So you do want
Fair
Felina
point.
tethered to you for longer?
Felina
I mean-
sort of, like, is looking back and forth, like, ooh, spicy take. She's enjoying this back and forth.
I mean, she's right. We can't just storm in. Like the best heroes and plans usually at least.
Either
some-
way,
You
you're
guys
going
could do with
into
some
the
help.
prison. You're going into the prison eventually, and you're gonna need a way. If you want a good way inside. I know someone who was in there.
Yeah,
No,
going
you
into
know
prison
someone?
eventually.
Oh,
That's
oh.
what all my teachers said about me.
Wait, is this? I know. Is this your
The man
old
who was
contact?
in there for one night.
Yes. Less than 3 hours.
Actually, hero's gonna turn on. Is this like your insider guy who keeps you informed on the crimes of Terrebonne? Or is it like
no,
your
I met him last night.
Okay,
Met him last
you know
night.
what? You make a fair point. Yes, we should get some information. It's not exactly high-flying heroics, but suppose I'll take it.
I
Anyway, she pulls a hood up and then grabs like an old weathered like red leather mask and puts it over her face and just says, we're heading to Lowtown.
Okay.
Keep up." And she
Throw a hustle.
just starts
I-
to descend down.
Oh, go.
Just
down
through
the
Wait.
the
wall.
floor. Just
Wait,
no
down the
place
wall.
down.
She just starts
Through the
violently,
floor, yeah.
violently
Yeah.
clipping.
Yeah. Wait. How, oh god.
She
Wait,
vibrates with motion through the
Walking
floor.
on the spot and just sinking.
And what? Hero goes. Wait. How far away could we be away from her again?
A few feet.
Actually, I don't
Not
want to
that
find
far.
out. I don't want to find out.
Yeah.
He quickly catches up.
Yeah. And so she asks, so actually, how agile are you two?
Me?
I'm pretty agile.
I'd think so. Well, I mean, if getting places is something, the getting places is not a problem.
Okay,
Can't you
can you
teleport?
can you do rooftops?
Huh? I mean, I helped my dad with making a rooftop once.
Okay. traveling across rooftops? I mean,
Oh, not something I usually do.
are you?
I'm
do you
willing
have
to learn.
a horizontal leap? Is that
Yes,
in your repertoire?
yes. I can.
Can you
I can.
can you land on
Sylvana,
your
stop
feet?
being so fucking.
Yeah, come on.
God, she is a
He
He
teenager,
can
isn't
teleport. Sometimes he fucks up though and like teleports like inside of something horrifically. That's fun to watch.
Hmm.
But
Then
Says-
sometimes
says
he
the cat-
explodes
says the
the
cat who-
boat that you're in with a bunch of like lake monsters in the water, and you get all
says
wet.
the cat. Says the cat who can't even jump onto a cart that stands still.
It was okay. You made it sudden. Look, that wasn't okay. Shut up. And then Felina immediately, like, starts crawling up the side of the building.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
just,
So
all right,
Lavana as well is just climbing up the wall.
she? Angelo just starts floating upwards.
Hero just goes, fine. Wait.
He
Wait,
he has to nightcrawler it. He has to like
Yeah, no, I'm just.
just go up,
Neil, I
up.
need to
Bouncing
remember.
around.
Neil, I have a question. Yes,
What?
this is purely mechanical.
God, this
But,
is fucking anime moment. Everyone's got fucking movement powers.
Everyone's just
but,
cartwheeling all over the place.
But here's the thing, Neil. How close did you say we had to be to Sylvana? Was it
like a 15-foot radius.
oh,
is
cool.
that
It's like
near or
D&D.
far, or like where does that land?
That's within reach.
Yeah,
That's
reach.
reach.
Yeah, that's a bit beyond reach, but it is.
Oh, I need to remember what the fucking
the outer limits are near, but like it is.
I need to
usually-
remember how. Okay.
Okay, I got
Wait,
it.
okay, which reach? It was slipping somewhere within reach or closer. Yeah, I can do that.
All right, cool. So
I mean,
yeah, sort of keeping to like low rooftops. She takes you towards through the districts to District 4, Lowtown, which is a sort of low sort of like lower middle class housing district with a few shops and all that. And there's actually quite a bit of you can tell just going through that, like there's quite a bit of damage that's been done. Like there's a lot of broken windows, like sort of like burn marks around the place. A few people. Stores are closed. There's a bunch of people just sort of walking around looking sore.
What happened here?
Riot. The entire prison got evacuated, and
Oh.
the police abandoned it
This only happened last night then.
last night, and the police abandoned it. I went in and just knocked as many heads as I could.
Angelo kind of scratched the back of his head. I can't help but feel a little responsible.
She looks at
You'll
you.
get over that.
Responsible how?
It's because of the delusions that I in some way gave him that he went into that prison.
Well, I think the guy I met is laying low around here, and she goes over to Dingo. Where are you? Like,
Okay, he's not
What
lo-
kind of area have you?
He's probably not laying that low. Is there a bar or like some kind of homestead or something? Well, I imagine there's a ton of houses here, but is there like
Yeah.
an inn or something? He's got a brush and he's helping like clean up the debris of the yesterday's
okay.
riot.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. So yeah, there's just sort of a dingy little like tavern, I guess. That's still
Yeah,
open
maybe
past
I
the
was
day.
going to say something like a little, not a recycling area, but what do they call them? Like a little community plot where they'd probably grow stuff. He might be cleaning up around by there, but outside of a tavern's fine.
Yeah. I think a tavern would be, because this is a very sort of denser, sort of urban thing.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, heading in. So yeah, she calls out to you. So it says, "Dingo," right?
A guy who was whistling looks over, and tips his hat up, and looks over and goes, "Yeah."
Yeah. Turns out I actually I do need some. Turns out I am going to need some further help. I've got some
Uh,
people here.
He does a cheeky smile. He puts the brush up against the wall and he heads on over. The three people in the party see in front of them an old skanky cowboy.
Old
Oh god,
skanky
it's another
cowboy.
old man.
Not that old, though. Definitely skanky, though. And absolutely a cowboy. He's got a cowboy hat and a cowboy
Wait.
jacket.
What's
And
that
he's got a little
smell?
cigarillo in his mouth.
What's
Well,
that smell?
skanky is nice.
Skanky is nice.
This-
Why am I not? And Lena just turns to like Sylvana. Why am I not surprised you have another like associate, and it's just like another like middle-aged man? Or do you just hang around middle-aged men because they're the only people as emotionally stunted as you? Like, what's
I
with that?
don't think he's middle aged.
Sylvana just says, Vicar's not middle-aged, he's in his...
Felina's a teenager. Anyone over like 20 is middle-aged.
Neither of them are middle aged, in fact.
Dingle puts his hand out to Hero.
Oh,
Howdy.
Hero. Hello there. Hero puts out and grabs his hand to shake it.
I'm Dingo, and who are you?
I'm Hero.
Hero.
Interesting
right.
name of yours.
Thanks.
That's his real name. He's not making that up.
What's wrong with Hero? My grandfather's was named Hero.
He puts out a hand to shake Angelo.
Angelo accepts it. Angelo Elgado. Wandering Traveller.
Angelo
Or Travelling
Elgato,
Wanderer.
right. Traveling Wanderer, right. And he puts a hand out to shake with Felina.
Wow, you smell that. She shakes his hand.
Shrugs his shoulders. Yeah, it's been a busy morning.
I'm just gonna say, James. I like to imagine this like there's this one fly hovering
Oh, is it
around
like
his head.
penning? There's just cartoon flies buzzing around him. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to have a wash yet, but before whatever you guys need to get up to, I'm sure I can fit that in. So, what's the issue?
They need to get into Lowtown Prison.
He rolls the cigarette to the other side of his mouth and he goes, and why exactly have they got to do that?
The prince who evacuated the place. They've got a history with him. A short one, but a history.
He looks at the three of them and goes, and then looks back at you and goes, "Yeah, I can. Well, I wasn't there for long, but I can certainly help them through the prison area. But obviously, I'll need to know a little bit more about what these guys are exactly looking for. What time of the day is it?
It's probably
Oh wait, that's a good
approaching
point.
noon.
Shit, I need to take up my calendar.
Approaching noon.
Approaching noon. He looks at the three and he goes, "Right, guys. Well, we don't have to do this immediately. So how about we grab something to eat for lunch, and you tell me the plan, and you tell me a little bit more about yourselves, okay?"
Sounds like a grand
Hero.
idea.
You know,
Yeah.
I haven't had. I
haven't eaten in days.
Not in days, but it's been a while since we ate.
Okay.
Well, we're a bit low on coin at the moment.
Yeah.
He looks behind him at the tavern and he goes, "Well, I'm sure if you're willing to lend a hand, I'm sure they'll be happy to feed you. But, well, I think you're going to have to ask them."
No, I'm always up for giving a hand.
Ah, wonderful. All right, then. And with that, I guess, I don't know. Let's transition there, I guess.
So yeah, walking into the tavern, Sylvana, who just to be clear, Dingo doesn't know Sylvana is her name. She never gave.
Dingo
gave a name.
leans over to Sullivan and goes, "So last I heard, your name was Bullet Girl. So that's more of a title, I'm guessing."
That is what they call me, I guess.
Right.
Oh my-
and
Wait,
and which would you prefer?
Not what I call her.
Which would you prefer me call you?
Mm.
Oh my god, she has a hero name.
She she rubs her head.
You
I
have
just-
a hero name.
Says
That's so cringe.
whatever springs to mind.
All right, BG, it is then.
Okay.
Hey, what did you say your name was?
Dingo.
Dingo.
I need to be
Don't know
near.
about that one.
In any case, I need to be near these three so
Yeah,
they don't get kicked
I don't
out
know,
of the city.
Felina.
But
Yeah,
I'll
so
just-
explain that a little bit. What's this magic spell that you got going on?
The prince has a curse. Whatever he believes to be true comes to pass. He believes we're banned from the city, so on some metaphysical, magical level, we are. Us being near her, an object of not desire,
Repulsion.
cloaks us from that.
She's so unlikable. We hide from magic powers when we're near her.
He
Essentially,
looks at Sylvander and goes, "I don't know, you don't seem that bad."
I suppose the prince is frightened of her.
Looks her up
So-
and down and then just kind of nods at that and then listens to the rest of the story.
What that says about the prince, I could take a few guesses, but either way, we are worried that should we step outside the realm of her protection, reality might start to take issue with that.
Yeah, I see your issue. And why exactly have you... And so I understand you need to go talk to the prince to see if, you can loosen this rule that he's got on you being in his city, but on just a larger level, what exactly is keeping you in Terrebonne?
I live here.
That's
Okay.
we need to get her citizenship reinstated, and I just don't want to be banned from here, more or less.
Yeah,
Fair
and I'm
enough.
here to help Felina get back her citizenship,
Yeah, it seems like a real heroic thing that you're doing there, hero. Really living up to your name there.
What?
And what binds you to this city? I live here.
I live here. My stuff is here.
My house.
What
My
I was-
home.
What we're now thinking is we might go in there and try to convince him his curse doesn't exist, and if we convince him of that, maybe it will come true and the curse won't exist.
He nods up and down and licks his teeth and he goes, "Well, that's a pretty fine idea, but
That's because it was my idea.
just in case that don't work, have you guys got a plan B?"
Have we thought about killing him? Like,
I
what-
think
what
we've
would
I
that
think
do?
we have all weighed up killing him.
Yeah, he pulls a bit of a
Like,
face and it's
killing
just
him?
like, I think if you can get out of this without performing Reg's side, that's probably going to be for the better.
Yeah.
I
I
am
would agree.
inclined to agree with you, but
I agree.
I'm
Yeah.
inclined to agree with you, but how long is it until he has a delusion that could be far more damaging than this one?
What if we convinced him that this wasn't Terrebonne?
Angelo just turns and looks at Felina. And what comes after that?
Well, he thinks we're banned from Terrebonne, right? So we can't be in Terrebonne. If he doesn't think this is Terrebonne, though, then it's fine if we're here.
But what
But
about
if he doesn't-
but what about when we're walking through, I don't know, Seneca, which he now believes is Terrebonne, and we vanish?
Or what if
We
he
don't
says
have
that
to
this
convince
place
him
ain't...
that Seneca's
I
Terrebonne.
And what
just-
happens
I,
if-
I chose Seneca as an example. Terrebonne might just move somewhere else, is my point.
Or what if he says Terrebonne don't exist and this place turns into a, I don't know, like some kind of weird void?
We don't know what will happen if we convince him this isn't Terrebonne. His mind will make some strange leap, and then any number of things might happen.
So what do you guys know about this curse, then?
Actually, can I spout lore?
Go for it.
I know we already.
I don't know.
Yeah, go ahead.
James, you've GM'd
So,
for a while.
yeah, I gotta, I'll put the grapes in a little bit, yeah.
Of course,
It's
I
been,
have it. Yeah.
it's been a while.
So,
Like hearing you say "go for it" really did give me like just immediate Quest and Show flashbacks.
so let's see in 9. You know that
Because like we already know some stuff. That's come up in
curses
game.
technically, so curses like range, like even like no two curses are ever the same. Even the same curse cast twice can have a vast range and power.
Yeah. So Felina relates that, and just that like I think pretty much all the monarchy. There are a lot of curses in the monarchies. Like the old chief of police had a lot of people have curses. In the infrastructure of our unfair city. But
And he rolls his head back and forth and he goes, but these curses got to come from somewhere, right? You got to hex. Somebody has to be the person doing the hexing, right?
I mean, it's been around for like generations. Like
Hmm.
someone's like nut might have been cursed like millennia ago and now, or centuries. Or how old is Terabon? I feel like Felina would know that.
Like centuries, yeah.
Okay, yeah. Centuries.
But yeah, Silvana says, how do you know it's been generations?
I thought we knew that. I thought that was already established thing. That this
No,
was
no,
just
no.
the
He
royal
just
family.
said he had a curse. He just says he had a
Oh.
curse. No, yeah, no.
I thought we established the whole royal family was cursed.
Where did he get
No,
that? Do we know where he
I
got
could
that
be
curse from?
no, that's a mystery.
Oh.
Well, my
Getting it
my
mixed up
thinking
with
is
something.
that maybe we should try and get to the bottom of that mystery because, I mean, I'm all for the idea of talking to the prince, but if that goes south, then, well, it ain't just going to be Terrebonne you won't be existing in. It could potentially be the whole wide world. So,
Yeah, I don't want that. I mean, Terrebonne kind of is better than the whole wide rest of the world, but like still.
What? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Dreadful opinions aside, yes, we should probably begin by doing some scouting.
you know, it's up and down though. It sounds like a good plan with me. I'm more than happy to help you guys out with that. So, and yeah, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. Do they have a small launch or something? Is that a mechanical thing we can do in?
Yeah. If you wanna throw down some coin.
Yeah,
I
sure.
really
Send us the lunch menu, Neo. Let's see what we got.
Okay. You know what? This tavern, I'm gonna say they're serving roast beef sandwiches.
Oh,
Or
boy.
like an
Roast
actual
beef.
like tavern.
Carvery.
Like an actual people are in your tavern.
Only a few. It's very dirty and it's sort of
It's a
But
disaster.
it's
got-
not like an
design.
abandoned
Some
building.
debris.
It got rioted
no, it's
through.
not an abandoned building.
Do they got fish? Do they got slam chovies?
Slam chovies.
Slam
That's the
chovies.
specialty food of Terrebonne, fried slam chovies.
You
Come
know
on
what?
and slam
Yeah,
chovy.
They do.
Oh.
They do. They've got that in a sandwich.
Okay, yeah.
You know,
Felina get the fried
Hero's
slam
gotta
chovy
take that.
Just a
Hero
nice,
wants
Oh,
slam.
that's
nice-
such a good decision.
a nice
Hero.
brunch is 2 coin.
Fine by me.
I'll just have the cheapest option because you know I can't pay
So
for
wait,
any of it if
I don't
anyone
have-
else is paying. So either that or Angela's just kind of like sitting and doing nothing, sitting and just like, oh, I'll pass.
Dingo, I don't know. Dingo has a look at him and he goes, and you two traveling light, I'm guessing.
We haven't.
Actually,
I haven't had much coin in a little while.
Yeah,
Hmm.
Hero looks up. I don't have
Don't-
any coin myself.
I have
So-
coin, then Felina buys a fried slam chovy sandwich. Now I don't.
Okay, well, Dingo just shrugs his shoulders and goes, well, I'll sub you guys now because no point venturing on an empty stomach, but I can help you guys out with making a bit of cash.
Oh, sorry, I didn't have any coin. Could I have 2 coin for a fried slam chovy sandwich?
Ooh.
I don't believe you. You said earlier that you just bought a slam servy sandwich, so...
I was lying.
Hmm.
I
She
do
does that a lot.
Charisma,
Yeah, you can back
charisma,
me up.
charisma check me. Charisma check
Yeah,
me.
she lies a
Oh,
lot.
no.
You know.
He shakes his head back and forth at that, but he looks. I don't know. He looks at the party and he goes, "I'll just buy food for you guys then, all right?"
No, there's no need for that.
No, I insist.
Angelo, come on. When
No,
was the
he
last time
throws
you
a
ate?
hissy fit, and then you order double eggs, and then he eats your eggs because he doesn't want to be called an egg duck.
But oh no, you know what? You know what you should do, James. Though,
Hmm.
but Dingo just orders cans of beans.
Yeah,
I don't think they do cans of beans at a carvery, please. Actually, no. Sorry, Neo.
What?
Do they do cans of beans at this carvery?
You know what? I think they might be able to fix you up.
Oh boy. Okay.
I
he's gonna-
appreciate this too because now I'm just picturing we're camping and like Felina and Bingo's respective rations are like cans of tuna and cans
Hold
of
up,
beans,
I-
and
hold
they're
up.
both just eating
I'm-
out of tin cans.
I'm throwing up a Google Doc. Just to make a note of this. Taverns in Terrebonne can do beans.
What is
They
the name?
can.
What is the name of this tavern?
The sign was knocked off in the struggle.
Okay.
The no sandbar.
Oh, that's a long name for a
Yeah,
tavern.
the sign was knocked off in the struggle. That's like a hell of a
Yeah.
pun. You know what? I like that.
And you know what? It's called knockoff.
Oh, cool.
Oh.
Yeah, alright. So is that 2 for everybody or 2 per head?
2 per head.
Okay.
2 per.
2 per. With a big 2 per. Right.
Isn't that a character from Twofer? That was it.
There we go. Right.
All right.
Do we get any bonuses from eating?
Y'all eat. I mean, mechanically. I mean, and these are. I guess you're consuming a ration.
Wait,
yeah, I
wait,
guess
Leo,
so.
I think we should roll dexterity to see if we can have table manners.
I thought you were going to say so you don't get indigestion.
You don't know Terrorbone table
That'd be a
manners.
con
Yeah.
roll.
Well, that'd be con, would it?
Yeah.
What does Hero think of a slam chovy sandwich?
I mean, where Hero comes from, they eat a lot of fish anyway, so...
This ain't a normal fish. This is a slam
Yeah.
chovy.
What if I guess a slam show?
I imagine it looks like, you know those flat fish that they got in the speed, but they got like a basketball pattern on them?
Slam chovy sandwich to me just makes me think of like a burger, but the burger is just a big anchovy.
Yeah. Or it's
One
like a
of my
Burger
favorite
King
hungover
Whopper with
foods.
anchovies in
Oh,
it.
imagine the
I call-
squelchy noise that would make as you bit into that. Just a big.
Imagine the taste.
I when I'm hungover, I make what I call anchovy sandwiches a lot. I basically take 2 pieces of toast and like a lot of butter and just put like a can of like anchovies and oil in there, and it's just sort of hot. It's very salty, fatty, umami, and it's like just what you need when you're drunk or hungover.
Yeah, well, that sounds alright. Right.
No,
Fried
he
slam
thinks
chovies.
it's...
Neo
likes
described
it.
to me as most out-of-towners who like try it think it's like a prank Terraboners are pulling on them by convincing them people eat this.
So Felina's from Terrebone then. What
Yeah.
about you two guys? What's your story?
Oh, me?
They're not from Terrebone.
Yeah, no, I'm from the island of a nut.
Of a nut?
Yeah, it's a bit off the coast of Terrebonne.
Okay.
Not Terrebonne, Hemlock.
I think we all came from a nut. I think that's like how like reproduction works.
Or 2 nuts.
Hang on, I'll be back in 1 second. Keep going.
Okay.
Felina high fives Dingo at that.
Slap. Yeah. And what brought you over? What brought you over to the main Hemlock Island then, Hero?
Me? Oh, I wanted to go adventure, prove myself, and also kind of become a hero.
Okay, so you want to live up to your namesake then, and I don't know what.
Namesake? What do you mean
Wow.
namesake?
Well, you're called Hero, ain't you?
That's just a name.
Yeah, but you also want to be a hero.
I don't follow.
Felina's laughing at this.
Your name is Hero, but you want to be a
Yeah,
hero.
that's with an I.
Oh, right. Okay, no, that makes.
Imagine
sense.
if he like really wanted to. I don't know if dingo people are a thing. Does that make his name racist? Anyways, imagine if he really wanted to be like, a dog, which cringe, but imagine.
Hold on, what?
It's only occurred to me, dingoes, they're like a type of dog.
Yeah, but I don't know what. But then you said cringe. I don't know what's going on.
Felina's a cat.
Ah, okay, that makes a bit more sense.
Which
then.
it only now occurred to me that we now have Felina, literally named after being a cat, and Dingo, we have a cat dog. She's technically only a quarter cat, she's mostly human, but
Okay. Well, that's fair enough.
she was raised more cat. She was raised by a single mom who was raised by a single mom, and going back through the cat line.
Wow.
She has a tail.
And what is this fabulous tale that she has to tell?
It's a pretty offensive one.
Oh dear. Was it about a man from Nantucket?
It's about a Terra boner.
Oh, I see. He had a terror boner.
I'm back. I need
Um,
to go and grab
oh.
food in a second, but I won't. I'm gonna eat. I'm gonna eat at the computer. I'm just. I
Oh,
haven't-
nice.
I've been out. I was out until like 5, so I hadn't eaten.
Oh, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
Well, Dingo's just kind of looking at you here, and he's like, well, I do have to ask you. I mean, being a hero is a lot of, that's a pretty big ask. So what's your motivation? What makes you want to help people and, save the day?
I don't know. I just want to help people. Is that really?
Yeah, but you gotta have some kind of motivation for that, right?
What's wrong with just wanting to help people? Why does it need to be anything more complicated?
Well,
Yeah, I don't
he
see-
just goes, I don't. Well, I'm just asking questions, all right? It's just some people are motivated by money. Some people are motivated by fame. It's very rare that you do find people who want to be altruistic in this
Usually
world.
they're just motivated by like ego or pride or vanity, but are like, in denial about it. But like,
Not
yeah,
everyone is like.
I thoroughly disagree. Just because one person can't find any will within themselves, not dedicated by external factors, doesn't mean others can't. That form of cynicism is why we see so many people that may need help.
Yeah, exactly.
They
It's
need to
like
be set on
about
the right
that.
course.
she's like, I don't know. I don't think that's really the point. I think it's more just like, most people who like are doing stuff, going out of the way, disadvantaging themselves to help others, at the end of the day, if it's either they feel good doing that, it makes them feel better about themselves, or if they don't feel that, they feel guilty and feel worse. So it's, they're still just making themselves feel good. It's so they feel better about themselves, but it's just, that's fine. Whatever. Do what you need to do to be happy. Just like, be honest
You're
about it. And,
you're
like,
saying
you'll be
that's
happier.
fine, that's okay a lot, but you're also working very, very hard to paint it as a selfish thing. If you see it as a good
No.
thing, then why does it also have to be this? Why
I'm
does
not
it?
saying
Why
it's a
does it
good
also
thing
need
or
to be
it's a
viewed through
selfish
this
thing.
lens?
I think it's the more honest lens, and I think if you recognize that, even if you keep on doing that, I
You
think
call
you'll
it a more honest
ultimately
lens,
be happier.
but it just seems like an excuse to rationalize why everyone wouldn't.
I mean, I don't know. If you want to help people, like, you do you. If that makes you happy, I think I think you should do whatever makes you happy. But, like, self-reflect. Be honest with what you really want out of life. And you'll live a better life for it. That's what I do. And I'm
And
pretty happy,
what
except right
makes
now.
what makes you happy, Felina?
The usual.
Sandwiches.
Yeah. Some good fish, some good milk. I don't know.
Stealing
Reading a
curfews
good-
from old ladies.
Reading a good book.
Robbing.
It's still Ivana just says
Good
that.
women.
Yeah.
Out of pocket, just like from another table.
Reading a good book, curling up, a good porno comic, hentai anime, whatever,
Oh.
manga.
Huh?
There's no anime. Like what?
And
Stop.
manga, whatever.
If the GameCube
sorry.
exists, that means Gotcha Force has to exist, which means
True,
anime
good
must
point.
exist in some form.
Exactly. Thank you.
Yeah, but the GameCube existing also says that pedophiles exist, and I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh no.
Neo, you've really you've really set some problems up here. I'm
No,
just
that's
saying.
a Smash Ultimate problem, not a Melee problem.
No, it is a melee problem.
It's absolutely a melee problem.
Hey,
It's
Dingo,
a smelly
I
melee
know,
problem.
Dingo, I
Yes.
noticed you haven't showered and smell bad. Do you play Super Smash Bros. Melee for the GameCube?
No, I can't say I have, unfortunately. I knew a couple of guys who were pretty much into it, but yeah, you have reminded me. So
But
I'm
they
gonna.
were kicked out of prison last night.
Yeah, no, I had a really interesting guy in my prison cell. Hungry Box is called himself. But yeah, you have reminded me, Felina. I'm gonna go have a quick wash, and yeah, I guess we can get going. So yeah,
Silvana, you should stay away from those guys. Just,
no, so Silvana, who else is under her coat? You can't see them.
Neo, how is your plan to out an anime pedophile going? How is that?
I don't know. They just kind of This kind of happens. They just kind of
just
do
do
it
it
themselves.
Yeah.
At this point, you can just
True.
take credit for
I
like.
I remember you telling me that grand plan like a year or two ago, and now it's like they're just. I feel like they're just out, but they're just trying to ruin it for you.
Like he's
Maybe those have all been Neo. Maybe Neo's just staying in deep
like,
cover
like
because he knows
he's
if he
fucking
comes forward
like
with
he's
it,
like
it will
fucking
stop
hit
working.
from Death Note, but for outing pedophile.
The pedo, no, you fucking write a name in it and they will out themselves as a pedophile instantly.
I take a potato chip and I eat it. Yeah.
Neo just furiously writing, "Eat that pussy for fighting the fucking pedo."
That's offensive. That's Felina's word.
That's our word.
I was really disappointed when EDP turned out to be a pedophile. Really.
I mean, that's what the P stood for, right?
A febophile. I don't know what the D stands for. Pedophile.
Dingophile, pedophile. Right.
Okay.
We gotta get. Yeah, let's get.
No, Felina does just thinking about things. My boyfriend makes me happy. He's a nice guy.
Oh, that's good.
You have a boyfriend?
Felina, tell us about your boyfriend.
He
What's
lives
his
in
name?
Terrebonne. His name's Randall. Randall
That's-
Toombs. He's dumb as bricks. He's cute.
Oh my god, you're a 4chaner. He's a tumor.
Does that imply Felina's last name is Felina 4chan?
It should be, honestly.
It should be. It would be a better name than her actual last name.
But it's not spelt like 4chan. It's spelt like in a fancy way.
Yeah.
It's bad that I've forgotten Angelo's actual name, but I think that's okay.
Michelangelo. Right.
His actual name is in his bio.
It is. I could look. I'm not saying I couldn't go and learn it. I'm just saying that I've forgotten it.
All right.
And
What,
now I'm-
Angelo's name?
Yeah, now I'm making a point of not going to look at what it was.
I remember it because Felina has a thing about it.
No.
Oh yeah, I have it in my bonds.
Okay, so, how are you gonna go about? Like, what's the plan? How do you want to try going about finding information on this prince?
We could go to the local library.
Is there a magic expert in town?
There is a magic expert in town. I would love us to go and meet, even though I don't think Angelo knows he exists. So I have no in-character reason to send us there.
Wait, so did Dingo ask in character? If there's a
Dingo,
magic-
after having a shower, says to Sylvana, "So I
why'd
think
you shower?
me in, I guess."
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
finds a tap on the street and just stands.
Yeah, he gives himself a spongy,
Nice.
like he's
Just
in the
wipes-
hospital.
Just like showers over his clothes.
Yeah, he sprays himself like. Then he goes in a car wash. He just comes out glistening. Yeah, so he goes to Sylvana and goes, "So, if we're going to be looking into curses and stuff, we're probably going to have to look for a magic expert. You know any in town?"
I'm aware of one, but he's in the worst part of town.
That's nothing we can't handle.
And he's a bit fickle to get a hold of.
He's. I mean,
But he's got to be our best lead on this, right?
Well, he's also got ties to some people that I'd rather not run into.
yeah, it's a whole thing. I mean, like he's good, you know.
Maybe you should start at. Maybe you
but-
should just start at the prince guy himself.
So you're
Well,
so
that
are you
defeats the whole
suggesting
point of doing research, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. I think a bit of research might.
That's
be-
what I meant.
Oh, you mean go for a royal historian?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Why don't we
And-
just go to the library? I like
Okay.
the library.
That's a
So do
decent
I. The
idea.
books are free.
What are
All
we
books
going?
are free
What are
if
we,
you're quick enough.
what are we going to gather at the library about the prince's curse exactly?
information on the history. We can look into we can read about the royal family, see
how
what,
long it's been around.
Yeah. The curses, see if, other people have things. Maybe we could learn who cursed the royal family, or at least get clues. You never know what you'll find at your local library until you go. Felina
It's true.
turns to the camera. Kids at home, your local library is a great resource. They have all kinds of books. They have movies. Librarians can help you learn all kinds of things. Like if you're casing a joint, you don't even have to go there. You might even be able to find the blueprints. You wouldn't believe what you can find at your local library.
Felina, I don't live here. This isn't my local library.
Dingo puts his hand in his pocket and he goes, "Remember, kids, having fun isn't hard when you got a library card."
I suppose we can start at the library then, even though it's not exactly the heroic start to this adventure I was hoping for.
Hey, you gotta start somewhere, man. And besides,
No,
the real
just
thing
pipe in the
matters.
music from, in Ferris Bueller's Day Out when they go to the Chicago Museum of Art. It's
Yeah.
just it's like a nice montage of them at the library.
Everyone else is like reading, and it's just that shot of Cameron just sadly staring at a blank painting, but it's Angelo just, I wanted an adventure.
It's Angelo looking at the painting of his dad, which for some reason is there. I'm good with a library plan.
And
Alright, yeah. So Silvana gets up and just says, "Well, if we're going to be going around the safer areas with more people, I probably should just get out of this getup then." And stretches, and she looks,
She grabs onto her coat and just pulls it all off.
looks at
just
Dingo
the
and just
Yakuza shit.
looks at Dingo and just says, "Alright, so I could, assuming I can trust you not to spread my name and face around the criminal underbelly and get me killed."
Wait, so has Felina or has Silvana just been sitting down in this, tavern with us,
Yeah.
in her mask?
Yeah, yeah.
I didn't buy her anything to eat.
She had her own. She
Oh.
had like tack.
Oh, she brought a chocolate
Yeah,
bar with
she's
her.
no fun. She doesn't
Yeah.
eat, flavorful food. It's too,
So
joyful
yeah,
for her.
Dingo. She asked you that. He trusts you not to spread her name and face around the criminal underbelly.
Well, he shakes his head and he goes, "Yeah, I'm not planning to be in town for that long anyway, so I'm probably wouldn't. Hey, you gotta trust people, all right?"
So yeah, she pulls her hood down and removes her mask, and basically makes it so that she's not as overtly armed as she might appear otherwise.
That was amazing. How did you do that in one fell swoop?
She really just took her mask off and pulled her hood down and
It seemed more
Just,
impressive the way you described
took
it.
her, yeah. Basically, I essentially just
Sorry,
her
that looked
gauntlets,
cooler
I
in
guess,
my
are just in
head.
her vest.
Oh, so-
Vest.
I like the idea that,
Attention.
if this was a show, we get a whole transformation sequence.
Oh no, I was imagining it like, on America's Got Talent when they do like quick change magic. She just grabs onto
Okay.
it and pulls the whole thing off.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can put on a hood too. Watch, and Felina just flips her hood up and down.
Watching love.
All along, Angelo's hair has just been billowing in the wind, just unnatural.
He's looking over at you because he's like, "Is that an air conditioner? What the hell's going on?"
He is
Listen, I
sound-
gotta
he-
speak a
he
bit
is
louder.
sound-
The wind around you is very loud.
It's called having great hair, Dingo.
Yeah. That's where we're at.
He has to keep it shampooed and conditioned for it to just have the have the softness to just do that.
Wash, rinse, and repeat. Always repeat.
He just of a morning, rather than washing it, he just makes it rain over his hair for a bit and then just shampoos.
Oh, yeah, he's got wind magic. So
Oh yeah, I
yeah,
could have just. Oh, that feels awful. Say I could have just given him the shower.
New
No.
friend here. This is for you. Beautiful.
So yeah, you
Beautiful.
walk. You're headed to the nearest library.
Library. I love the
Uh,
library.
where,
Dingo leans over to Hero and Angeloni says, "Listen, guys, that conversation we had in the bar about, what you're doing this for, I didn't mean to start an argument about it or anything like that. It's just
No, don't.
You're in
don't
this-
You don't. No, don't worry. An argument will start no
Yeah.
matter what you do.
Yeah, that's just how Felina is.
It's
We're just
one
gonna
of
have to
her
accept
many
it.
talents.
She keeps things.
You-
She keeps things lively.
He looks at the three of you and goes, "You're a bit of a dysfunctional bunch, huh?"
I mean,
I suppose
Yeah.
you could put it that way.
Well, he shrugs his shoulders. Even the first group I travelled with like that, and certainly won't be the last. Certainly keeps things interesting, I always think.
What was the first group you traveled with like?
Oh, great bunch of guys, vampires. Not as bad as you think they'd be.
Vampires?
vampires?
Yeah, real bunch of party animals. Dragged with them until the sun came up, and well, that was the end of them, unfortunately.